So welcome to this update video. Not really update, but a series video that I was doing about a few weeks ago. I probably was part of the last video that I showed you guys about recapping the past EPAC season. I'll get to my Decades 1 eventually, but I don't know. I mean, I'd rather do the recap. But anyway, to this time I'm recapping 2006 season. 2006 season is kind of an interesting season. I mean, I don't think very many of my viewers, the few viewers that I have, remember very well. Most Eastern Pacific Hurricane drivers got into hurricanes 2 or 3 years ago. It was thus relatively new to tropical cyclone. I don't even remember the 2009 season. I mean, I don't have the greatest. I don't remember 2006 season extraordinarily well, but I remember it well enough. So 2006, prior to 2006, the EPAC came out of point. The Atlantic was dominating the sea mountains with record hurricanes. 2004, 2005, and 2003 was an accident before that. Something that people forget. The Atlantic. Now, in the Pacific wasn't gathering much into the side, like an occasional nice early season storm they'd have. I mean, 2004 season really struggled to produce storms despite El Nino. And there was kind of a low point. 2005 was an okay season. Just got well overshadowed by what happened in Atlanta. EPAC was like a serious afterthought, almost like how the SWY was afterthought. It was very, very low interest relatively. I mean, people didn't just think, not that they didn't know of the storms, they just didn't really care too much about the storms, they didn't care much what happened. Just because so much energy was spent trying to the Atlantic. But that changed, actually, over time. It changed for several reasons. I mean, most have to do with the El Nino event started in 2006. Even at the beginning of the year, there was tropical storm line. I mean, there was a little bit of anticipation because it was the first storm of that year, and because it was kind of like, yay, hurricane season's back. Kind of like some EPAC was viewed as like a nice little base with track a storm or two before the real meet in Atlanta began. That was kind of what was the case. There was a little bit of excitement there, but a lot wasn't much. Neither was TD2, and the Atlantic just stole the thunder relatively, for the most part. But, and it was like a very quiet season was coming in EPAC. There was no storms in June for would be the second time in 3 years. Well, wouldn't have been since 2007. There's been storms the third time in 4 years, right? Yeah. I mean, wow, yeah. That shows it's historic. It was kind of like a historic low for EPAC, but quite amazing. 2016 was almost 2014-ish in a sense. So it had that magic to it, kind of that magic feel that you had in 2014. Also, somewhat applied to 2006. Because 2014 didn't take nearly as many weeks off as 2006 did. Let's get right to it. So there's no activity for June. There's a short repeating after performing arguably made landfall in Mexico. That's up for debate. Then we had, even to mid-July, we had Hurricane by the second week of July, like after the 4th of July. I mean, there was some investors that tried pulling, but never didn't really work out. And then, as we spoke, but shortly after, when those investors started to didn't work out, the global model started getting aggressive on 2 possible hurricanes. And we had Hurricane Bard, which actually is one of the better Eastern Pacific RI cases of all time. It's one of the better ones I've seen. I mean, the storm tends to go relatively quickly. What was really impressive about it is how quickly it kind of got an inner core going. Like, you sometimes see, like, the hurricanes today, like, struggle to get an inner core, and then budget that pretty well. I mean, certainly it actually slowed a little bit, but it did peak at near category 4 strength. I mean, overall, there's been a whole, and it was actually a pretty nice RI case. The NHC have force overestimated, so I think they only brought it for 50 knots at first. And the storm peaked at 110, so it's pretty impressive. I mean, not as impressive, but still impressive. Then you had Hurricane Carlotta, which kind of was a hurricane twice, but I mean, interaction with Bud kind of weakened it a little bit. Then you had Hurricane Daniel. Now, Daniel was one hell of a hurricane. I mean, it formed behind Carlotta. Expectations were pretty high. I mean, conditions were favorable. I think there's a general idea that NC liked what they were doing with Bud, was underestimating the strength of the system. I mean, they only really brought the Cat 1, but quite imagine this happened to EPAC so many times. Daniel got much stronger than the AC forecast in there. I mean, Category 2 kind of underwent a few year season, Category 3 and a Category 4. And eventually peaked, I think, at 130 knots. Now, Allen was able to quite support for a Category 5 stem. I'm going to have to dig up convection. I need to look at that again. I knew it was convection-wise. Daniel was there. Then we had Traps on Amelia near Daniel. Kind of threatened Baja a little bit. Which is a little bit early, which is a little early season. Baja threat for them. Chip we don't get till later on in the year. And then it kind of died down a little bit when Chris and the Atlantic kind of stole the thunder a little bit. I mean, Chris was a shitstorm. There was an attention hurricane storms. Because it was originally a belief that there'd be a hurricane, a major hurricane out of Chris in the Gulf of Mexico. And you saw how it ended up turning out, of course. But, yeah, and tropical storm Gilma and Fabio were relatively. Tropical storm Fabio and Gilma were relatively weak. And then you had Hurricane Hector, which was relatively close to major intensity, kind of persisted after a long time, but was really nothing special. Then late August, kind of the MTO kind of returned. Because MTO Chapter 6 is very powerful, and that's one of the reasons why, along with a developing traditional El Nino event, and a rapidly developing one that, and with some quite impressive negative SOI numbers, those two factors combined attributed to the strength of the season. Then you had a major cold wave into the Central Pacific that sparked the El Nino, and also kind of sparked one of the most amazing meteorological events of all time. Yeah, the tropical depression formed south of Hawaii in mid-August that continues westward, and so all of a sudden, somehow, found its way into a very, very favorable upward environment. Kind of typical of what you see in the West Pacific. As a result, the gold models are very aggressive. Because I remember, especially the GFDL is putting this to high heights. The hurricane continued westward and strengthened considerably, rapidly intensified. I mean, CPC, of course, underestimated this, but Yoga ended up becoming quite powerful and reached Category 5 status. I think a couple. Like right before entering the West Pacific, which stays a typhoon for several days, which means it's really hard to do because of the thermodynamics and all over the place. It's like they would say you're Category 4 or 5 strength. I believe the record. I don't remember what the record was, but then after that, we had Hurricane Lena off from the Mexican coast, which was a major hurricane, but didn't do too much. Kind of more of your typical EPAC major. Kind of struggled to re-strengthen after the other sea. Now we have Hurricane John. Hurricane John from South Mexico. It rapidly intensified. Went from 80 to 100 knots. I would do an advisory pack. I mean, it was never that pretty of a hurricane, to tell you the truth. It kind of absorbed the land in action, but despite not having all the telco channels, it was able to find a low shear environment and warm sea surface temperatures. Sea surface temperatures, I mean, even the inactive, it wasn't as high as they are now. It was more like 29 C, but it's still warm enough to support a major hurricane. A rapidly intensifying major hurricane. Now, John did quite a bit of damage to the Mexican coast. I mean, in the Pink-Ball House, John, like Jimena, was constantly forecasted to go, NOD, it was constantly forecasted to the left of where the storm ended up going. So it was originally forecasted to go at the sea, after New Mexico, and Brush Baja, like a Henriette in 1985, the Henriette in 1985, and then the track gradually shifted northward and kind of went into the Mexican coast. Did so probably as a major. Was originally forecast to do so as a major hurricane, with a weakening time, and made landfall winds of 90 knots, so Baja was saved from a major hurricane. And then, it turned into amplified some heavy rain in Mexico and Texas, even though it was originally forecast to affect California and Arizona more. Then, I mean, after September was kind of a quiet month in EPAC. There was also Christie, but Christie wasn't much. Then September was a fairly quiet month. Then you had Hurricane Lane that happened. kind of formed into the Gulf of California as a major hurricane, and then it made landfall on sea lower with winds of 110 knots. I told you it was the most recent major hurricane landfall in Mexico. I mean, Elaine, Lake George did a lot of damage to the Mexican coast. Now, and the remainder, there's a few Central Pacific depressions, and there's also Tropical Storm Norman, Miriam, and then Tropical Storm Norman wasn't too much. It kind of across Mexico. And the rest of the season kind of chilled out a little bit. It kind of typically does sometimes in October. October, you sometimes get a few seasons that kind of spend. Every once in a while, you get a violent hurricane in October. And then, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. And then you had Tropical Storm Olivia and Hurricane Paul, which actually had potential to be quite a dangerous hurricane to the Mexican coast. That kind of fell apart in about a week in the band and landfall as we were going as a strong tropical depression. The tropical storm this I think was officially a depression on Paul. And then after Paul, you had short-lived Rosa in November. Then you had Hurricane Sergio, which at the time was the strongest November hurricane out. It's been shattered twice. I mean, she was shattered by Hurricane, what's his name? Hurricane Kennedy 2011 shattered it. And you know what also shattered it? Was, Hurricane, what was it? Yeah, Hurricane Vane since last year shattered it. Anyhow, that kind of wrapped up the season. I mean, the overall 2016 a little bit, kind of a nice season, but I can't do anything much long term. I mean, I guess it sparked a little interest. Overall, kind of gave it a nice little complimentary prize. They relax us that Atlantic thing. You know, the Atlantic's still kind of the number one basin for a long time. I mean, it still is no doubt about it, but it's definitely more interesting in the Eastern Pacific now. Anyhow, that'll wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.